I guess I'm going to lead. Oh, wait, I'm leading. Here it goes. Hi, I'm Robert. This is the Daily Dose. That's my pal, Susan. And as your leader, I bring you to the third episode of Advocacy. Same one topic. You were kind enough to ask about this. And so this is one of those things where we're leading with a little bit of background. I wrote a blog about advocating for my dad in a time when I didn't advocate as well as I would have liked. And that blog is available on our website. In short, we were taking a flight back from that talk at the Muhammad Ali Center. And my dad, because of the Parkinson's, one of the things he has is a 55-degree tilt in his back. He's constantly over here. That's exacerbated scoliosis from the Parkinson's. And when the plane's not completely full, it's very nice to leave him from the aisle to the middle seat, right? He wants to sit in the aisle and be able to lean into the middle seat, and that makes him comfortable. And he also gets the aisle.
Yes. Well, always in one direction. His lean is in one direction. So it's very clear to you when you get on the plane what you need.
Right. And he needs the aisle just in case, and the front row in case he needs the bathroom, because walking is very, very big challenge. So the front row, not hard. Southwest is good about that. They have open seating, so this is where the challenge is. And the flight down, no problem. We're mostly full, but people see my dad leaning over and they're like, okay, yeah, we'll go find another seat. Well, this flight, we get all the way to the last passenger coming on, and she comes in, and I'm feeling I'm in the clear now, because I was ready earlier to be like, if I need to talk to somebody, but now I've unfortunately relaxed a bit. And she surprised me. She came right up and she goes, is this seat taken? And she was almost sitting down as she said it. And I was like, no. It's just like, I was like, oh, crap. And then as she's sitting down, I say, I'm not trying to dissuade you, but my father has Parkinson's and I don't get any further. And she says, that's okay. I work at a dental office with a lot of elderly people. And I went, I don't even know what that means, but I just...
Pretty sure it's not relevant. Oh my gosh.
I work one of those almost absurd things that it blew my mind. I didn't know which direction to go. And in fairness, I was very tired. We had done our big talk, and we had, had traveled, and of course, advocating for my dad throughout that time. It's exhausting full time.
Right?
I thought we were in the clear. I relaxed too soon. So anyway, she sits, and the short of it is from there that basically, now she's recognizing he's leaning that way. And so she's leaning on me, and I've got the bulkhead to lean on. And it makes for a rather uncomfortable 2-hour flight. And, I mean, there were seats behind us. There were also middle seats, but it just would have been a better deal. And what I should have done, I know in retrospect is I could say right from the beginning, hey, yes, the seat's available. However, give me a moment, please, to explain the situation. Just a moment. Now, there's a lot of pressure, right? She's the last passenger on. The airline's trying to get us out of there, too. The flight was late leaving. So there's all that stuff. Even with that, my job as a care partner is to say, give me 30 seconds. Let me speak clearly to you before you choose this seat. And,
I like that. Yeah.
And I didn't do that.
Yeah. When did you recognize that you had drop the ball or not?
In this case?
Advocate. Yes. Was it when she was competing against you?
Well, no, I mean, I knew it was going to happen, right? Because it's uncomfortable. I'm sure this man is now leaning into her space. He can't really do anything about that.
Right, yes.
And so she's going to lean my way and okay. And here we are. And so, I mean, what I felt unfortunate about at the time was I was angry at her, and it took me probably half a day to get past that and go, it really wasn't her fault. This is my job to speak up. Clearly I didn't. And by the way, I teach this stuff.
So
that's why I have to own when I failed at it.
Yes, and you did it in a very open-hearted. It was poignant reading that blog. It really was. So advocacy has a time frame associated with it. Thinking about how quickly one needs to act in some way, and it has an awareness of the whole situation.
you have to live advocacy. It has to be a template for life, right? It can't just be a when I feel like it. And that's what is understandably exhausting about it, because you don't know when, especially with Parkinson's, and depending on what the person's needs are, my dad has a lot of them, different ways you're going to need, to advocate. And you could check 9 boxes out of 10 and still feel like crap.
Right. That last one that you missed, yes.
Because very sweetly and not at all judgmentally, my dad said, yeah, when we were talking about it afterward, he goes, yeah, that made me feel uncomfortable. I was like, damn, that's.
Oh, and you want to rewind that moment.
Yeah.
Take it back. Yeah.
All I can do is say, I'll do better next time. Sorry, and I love you. And
well, I also am impressed that you recognized you felt anger, and eventually, half a day later, recognized that was misplaced. It wasn't. I mean, maybe you really felt anger.
What I'm so glad for was I didn't express that anger at her, because I had all sorts of rude, cutting comments for her. I played a lot of scenes in my mind of things I could have said to her that would have gone really badly.
Maybe really great in a script for a movie, but not in real life, not in.
Yeah. It's good for comedy post fact, but I'd rather not live that scene.
Well, I'm glad we talked about this. As I said, reading the blog was really, really moving. And I don't think I necessarily really understood that you were mad at yourself, that you were mad at her, and then you really then eventually got to the place where you were mad at yourself. And I mean, that's a lot of evolution. That's a big thing. And
I know we're over time, but I'll just end with this to say it points to the power of storytelling, right? If you can recognize where you are in the story, right?
Yes.
The story I'm telling myself is this woman's to blame. And you know what? All my world changed when I took it off of her. When I told the story differently to myself. And by the way, I feel better not blaming her. There's an initial feeling of, oh, I am justified in anger, and it's like, that's so
well, and also I'm not wrong. You know, when you're in that foggy early.
Yeah. All right, foggy early. Let's end this dose. See you next time.
Okay.